what's up YouTube? Welcome back to Watch the Kettle. Today we're going to be having a review of what I would consider the best two Rolex watches out there, the most iconic Rolex watches out there, which is the Rolex Submariner and the Rolex Datejust, especially in two-tone. So if you're looking for a watch collection that consists of just two watches, especially Rolexes, you can't go wrong with these two in my opinion. We have the Submariner on the right over here, which is like an everyday piece. Can't go wrong, the best Rolex sport model out there. It's a diver's watch, and on the left we have the Datejust, which is one of the best dress watches out there from time. When you look at these watches, you know they're classic, especially the Datejust on the left. It's just it just screams Rolex. And right from time with the Jubilee bracelet, it has always been an icon. And the sub on the right is basically for the real watch enthusiast in terms of dive watches, sport models. So these two, in my opinion, are the best. So let's have a closer look at both of them. Looking at these two Rolex models side by side, I mean, it's a no-brainer for, in my opinion, the best two watches in a watch collection. If you're going Rolex, you have the sub on the left for everyday wear, daytime, and you have the Datejust on the right for more dressier look, evenings, outerwear. I went for the yellow gold in this version because it looks good on that Jubilee bracelet. But let's talk about the sub. So basically it's the epitome of a classic dive watch, you know, embodying Rolex commitment to precision, durability and style. It was introduced in 1953, so the sub has always become an iconic since then in the world of horology, admired by its robust construction and timeless design. Definitely can't go wrong with that high crafted stainless steel. The sub is actually really robust in its water resistance of up to 300 meters, which is 1,000 feet, making it suitable for professional diving and everyday wear. And now just hearing the sounds of that unidirectional rotatable bezel click basically just screams quality to me. It actually has a ceramic bezel insert as well, and rotating this basically was the way divers basically time their dive times underwater. But I mean, who really goes diving nowadays in a sub? But this is just an icon. It has a movement of caliber 3230 and approximately 70 hours power reserve. 41mm version as well. Next to my 41mm Datejust here, you can see the bracelet here on the left. The sub has the Oyster. On the right we have the Jubilee, and on the clasp here you have that diver extended link with the sub, which basically allows a bit more comfort and adjustment in terms of your wrist size. Now I do understand some people might buy a Datejust and not the sub. I might be looking at sub replacement. To me, in my opinion, the best sub replacement in terms of icon, like an iconic Submariner or an iconic dive watch, I would say, is the Seiko SKX 007. I've had this for years. This was my first automatic watch. It doesn't obviously scream quality as Rolex, but it's quite affordable. You could get it for around 400 quid now. I think I got mine was around 160, and it's actually gone up in value since then. So in my opinion, these are the two most iconic dive watches in terms of everyday wear. So you have the Seiko on the left. It actually comes in a Jubilee bracelet instead of the sub on the Oyster bracelet. So that could be something you want. If you want a sub with a Jubilee bracelet, the Seiko is a good one on a budget level. And even just how flimsy the Seiko is compared to the quality of the Rolex sub is quite clear with those wiggling in the bracelet over there. But which would you go for? Would you go for the Seiko and get a Datejust, or would you go for the sub and then find a replacement for the Datejust in terms of dress watches? There's so many ones out there. Let me know in the comments down below as well which you would go for. Now let's talk about the Datejust two-tone. This is an icon. You know, I got this in 2023 with the fluted bezel, Jubilee bracelet and the motif dial. So you could have a combination of basically fluted or smooth bezel or Oyster bracelet or Jubilee bracelet. So it has a lot of combination with the Datejust range. And I always wanted this watch, you know, ever as a child, seeing the iconic Jubilee bracelet on a Datejust on people's wrist. I always wanted that because it was basically the watch that everyone could identify as a Rolex, you know. So basically this is a timeless classic basically that screams sophistication and elegance. Introduced in 1947, the Datejust was the first watch to feature an automatic changing date window. So at that point, it was really revolutionary. You know, it was crafted from a combination of stainless steel and 18-karat gold, and also you could get it in rose gold as well. So that two-tone basically strikes the perfect balance to me in terms of durability and opulence. So it's an iconic fluted bezel, and the cyclops lens over the date magnifies its visibility, adding to the watch distinctive aesthetic appeal. So which would you go for, the sub or the Datejust, or would you just get both? But that two-tone is just iconic. And if you don't like precious metal, you could get a Datejust here with a Wimbledon dial. This is one of my favorite watches. This was my first Rolex as well. I grew up in Wimbledon, so there's a lot of sentimental attachment to this watch. Wimbledon, London. You can see the green Roman numerals there, and it also has the fluted bezel and the Jubilee bracelet. You could also get it in the smooth bezel and oyster bracelet, or whichever combination you would like to have it in. So this is just full steel, but that fluted bezel is 18-karat white gold. So if you don't like it loud, you could have the Datejust on the left in steel, 18-karat white gold bezel, and the sub on the right for your everyday piece. So this is basically another alternative if you don't want to go for the two-tone yellow gold in Datejust. So which would you go for, the Wimbledon or the fluted motif? In my opinion, these two are the best in terms of day and night, dress and work. But yeah, everyone has a different taste. So let me know which would you go for. Or would you just go two Datejust, you know, one in steel and one in two-tone, yellow gold and steel? That's also not a bad pick. Drop it down in the comments. Let's see which one you go for. Also, just to make things a bit complicated, if you don't like the Datejust on how they look in that shape and you just like the Submariner feel, since it's really robust, sporty, and really square feel, you could actually have another combination of the root beer, which is a GMT Master 2 traveler's watch, could track up to 3 time zones. You have this in precious metal as well, ever rose gold. So this could be another 2 watch combination. You have the sub on the left every day, and nighttime dress wear. You could have that a little bit of bling, a little bit of precious metal, but a bit more subdued due to its rose gold. Yeah, let me know what you think. Would you want these two, which I consider the classics, or would you want to add the rose gold in with the sub if you like those sort of designs? Drop it down in the comments and let me know, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.